ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्. Okay. Last time we looked at Kritya Pratyayas. What are Kritya Pratyayas? Kritya Pratyayas are those Pratyayas which are added in the sense of a karma or a bhava. And they apply to all dhatus. And the Pratyayas happen to be Tavya, Aniya, and I said Ya. And Ya actually stands for a number of pratyayas. There is Kyap, there is Nyat, there is Yat, there are a few more. So these are the pratyayas which we call Kritya pratyayas. So Kritya pratyayas, what is the speciality? Why are you bunching them? Because all Kritya pratyayas are denoting the karma or bhava. Okay, that should be kept in view. When you have a Kritya pratyaya, karma or bhava is denoted. So we saw how kta gets impacted, karma is there. So you have to know which case the karta will go in, which case the karma will go in. This karta and karma, the two karakas, the agent and the object, are the most important ones for us to understand for our study of Sanskrit to be fruitful. If we don't understand it, everything looks weird. Therefore, this karta and karma, we should always catch. And for that, this is very useful to understand which pratyayas denote the karta and karma. Right? So basically, whenever we have in lakaras, when we have a karmani prayoga or a bhave prayoga, then what happens? What is denoted by the lakara? The karma or bhava is denoted by the lakara, which means the karma or the bhava will be in the first case. Similarly, if you have this tavya, aniya, ya, etc., then they will also be connected to the karma. Why is it connected? Because depends on what case they are used, everything will make a difference. You can't always say first case will be something. Can't be sure of that. All right. So this much we had seen last time. Any questions on what we had seen last time? If you have them, I'll answer them. Okay. If there are no questions, today we will move to another pratyaya first. Okay, or maybe we will do some examples. Let me do a few examples of what we did last time, so it'll make more sense to you, and we'll all be a little alive. Okay. Okay, here it is. All right. So we had seen this last time. So how the forms will be bhavitavya, bhavaniya, bhavya, kartavya, karaniya, karya, kritya, another possibility, right? Gyatavya, jnaniya, jneya. So all these forms, you may not remember the forms. You may not be able to tell me the form. But if you see the form, can you spot that it is the Kritya Pratyaya? That's what counts to start with. I'm not expecting you to know which dhatu will give which form offhand. But if you read kartavya, something should go off in your head. Oh, tavya pratyaya has come. If you see karya, something should go off in your head. That's what we are trying to achieve right now. If you try to understand everything, it's overwhelming. But if you know this is what I'm looking for, it's much easier. All right. So a lot of these forms, good to know them. Okay. Because once you know the forms, then any other dhatu that comes, you can extend your understanding without too much trouble. All right. So now let us look at a few more examples here. So now, Partha, Saha, I'll make it Saha, so there's no Sandhi problem. Let's see, give me 1 second. View, web layout, that should make it better. Yeah, now it should be clearer to all of you, right? Okay, so Partha, Sapara, Saha, Paraha Purushaha, Ananya Bhaktya Labhyah. Now we want to analyze this. So volunteers can start. Raise your hands and we will look at it together. Yes, Harsha. Where will you begin? Labhyah. Good. Labhyah. So what is Labhyah?
Video this.
What is Labhyah?
Labhyah, that which is lab dhatu is to gain.
Correct.
This is labhyah will be the ya pratyaya.
Correct.
To lab.
Correct. And therefore, what will it mean? Basic meaning of Labhyah?
Something to be gained.
Good. To be gained. Good. That's good. So now, Labhyah. So first question, what will we ask?
What should be
what
gained?
should be gained? Correct. What should be gained? So what case should it be in? Whatever should be gained?
1.
1, 1. Good. So what would it be?
Purushaha.
Purushaha. Correct. Purushaha. And what kind of a Purusha?
Ananyaya.
No. What kind of a Purusha?
Paraha Purushaha.
Paraha Purushaha. Paraha Purushaha. And who is that? Saha. Saha Paraha Purushaha Labhyah. Correct? Basic sentence. Labhyah should be gained. Next question it asks, what should be gained? Purushaha Labhyah. The Purusha should be gained. Now, Labha is not in terms of physical gain. Labha is in terms of understanding. Right? So now, who is being addressed?
Hey Partha.
Hey Partha. Correct. 8-1. Hey Partha. Saha Purushaha Labhyah. Now, what question will you ask?
How?
How? Kena prakarena labhyah. Good. What would the answer be?
Ananyaya bhaktya.
Correct. So what is the main one and what's the adjective there?
Bhaktya is
the primary one, right? The karana. Bhaktya is what case and number of what pratipadikam?
3-1. Bhakti.
Correct. So bhakti 3-1. And what would it mean? Bhaktya. By bhakti, by means of bhakti. What kind of a bhakti?
Ananyaya bhaktya.
Okay. What is ananya now?
That which is not different.
Correct. So exactly what ananya means is Vedanta topic. Okay. But ananya. So what is the pratipadikam? In ananyaya?
Like Rama, Akaranta Strilinga.
Akaranta Strilinga. Ananyaya. Ananyaya Bhaktya Labhyah. Is this clear? Anyone has any difficulty? Good. Let's move to the next example now. Now, next example, who's going to volunteer? Vakta cha asya twadrik anyo na labhyah. This should be asya. Yes, Ganeshanji. Where will you start again?
Same labhyah.
Good. Labhyah. So now
Na labhyah here.
na labhyah means what?
Not gained.
No. What is labhyah?
To be gained.
Correct. So
Some-
na labhyah,
Cannot be gained.
correct. Cannot be gained, will not be gained, is not gainable. Correct. Na labhyah. Kim na labhyah? Or kaha na labhyah?
Anyah.
Okay.
Anyo
Okay. Anyaha. What else? Okay. Anyaha. What else?
Twadruk. Na labhyah.
Twadrik. Okay. What else?
Asya is idam shabda. So vakta.
What is vakta? What's the case and number of vakta?
Vakta's 1
Of
feminine.
what's the pratipadikam?
Vakta. Ikta pratyaya. Ikta pratyaya.
No. No.
No?
No. Karta. What's the pratipadika?
Karta's kartru.
Kartru. Bhokta.
Bhoktru. Okay.
Bhoktru.
Yes.
Jnata.
Jnatru.
Jnatru. Shrota.
Shrotru.
Shrotru. What's the gender?
Oh, okay. 1 masculine.
1 masculine. What's the pratipadikam?
Here it is Vakta, no?
Vakta. Correct.
Vaktru.
What does vaktru mean now? Trich pratyaya.
Yeah, one who says.
Trich pratyaya means what? The agent of the action. Okay. So vaktru is one who speaks. Therefore, vakta is what? Speaker. Base meaning will be speaker. Now, in a class, a speaker is more than just a speaker. What is he doing? This is coming from one of the Upanishads, okay? It is coming from Kathopanishad. All right. So now Yamaraja is being referred to there in Vakta. What is Yamaraja's role there? He's a teacher. So what will Vakta mean now? You can modify. See, Vakta basically speaker,
Yeah.
one who speaks. Now Vakta will mean a teacher. You can enhance the meaning because when you translate, sometimes you will say says, Vacha. Right? Vadati. Sometimes you will say questions, asks. Sometimes you will say answers, depending on the context. Yeah. So here I'm saying Vakta, you can say simply a speaker, or you can enhance it to say a teacher. All right. Let's go back to the sentence now. So now Vakta's basic sentence is what? Now you said, see, Vakta is 1-1.
Yeah.
Correct. Anyaha is 1-1. Correct.
Yeah.
Twadrik is
Smadrik.
1-1.
Tadrik.
Okay. So now which is the most important one? What is Nalabhya first? Among these 3 words, which is first? What will you take?
Anyaha.
Anyah.
No. 1 second.
Vakta only.
Look, understand. Do you
Speaker.
who's speaking, please?
Vakta.
No, who's talking right now? Ganeshanji is talking. Who else is talking? Just want to know. Because I don't see.
Yeah, it's removed.
So now I'm saying you have, see, Vakta is 1-1, correct?
Yeah.
Anyaha is 1-1, correct?
Yeah.
Now I'm asking you, what will you say? Which is the, see, when 2 words are there in the same case and number, like here we saw Ananyaya Bhaktya, we saw 2 things, 1, 3, right? Which
Yeah.
was primary among
Bhaktya.
these 2? Bhaktya. And then what qualified it?
Ananya Bhaktya.
Ananyaya Bhaktya. Therefore, Ananyaya qualified Bhaktya. I'm saying now, Anyaha, Vakta, Twadrik. Which one will be primary here to you? Which one will be primary?
Vakta.
Vakta. Correct. So, Vakta Nalabhya.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anyaha vakta na labhya. What will you translate? Anyaha vakta na labhya.
Other speaker is not,
Other, correct.
other speaker is not gained.
Other speaker is not gained,
Gained.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now twadrik means what?
Twadrish Sabdasya.
Twadrik, twadrishau, twadrisha. Twadrik means what? Like you. The word many of you may not be familiar with. Twadrik means twadrish is the pratipadikam. It means like you. So
Yeah.
twadrik, twadrishau, twadrisha. Twadrisham, twadrishau, twadrisha. Twadrisha, twadrikbhyam, twadrikbhi. This is the way it will go. Okay. So twadrik means what? Like you. Madrik means what? Like me.
Like me.
Okay. Yadrik means what? Like which. Tadrik means what? Like that. Now you add this drik, you add a lot of them. Okay. Tadrish, madrish, yadrish, etadrish. All pronouns will get added. Okay. Like that. This is making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what? Let's go back to the sentence. So vakta, twadrik vakta, anyaha na labhyaha. What is it? What the sentence mean so far?
Like the speaker like you is not gained.
For what? Is not there. Is not gained means is not available here. Translate is not available.
Yeah.
For what? Asya. Asya. Kasya. That we don't have the word here.
Yeah.
It will be what? Asya vishayasya.
Okay.
You can add asya vidyayaha. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. You have to supply that. Okay. See, better is what? Vishayasya. Why? Vidya is going in feminine. So I don't want that. Asya is masculine. Okay. So for this knowledge, for what we are interested in, there is no teacher like you available. This is okay?
Yeah.
Good. Third sentence. Who wants to volunteer? Santosh, go ahead.
So here the verb is lambhaniyaha.
Good. Verb equivalent. It's not a lakara, but it's verb equivalent. Correct. Lambhaniyaha. What's the case and number? And what's the meaning?
The near
Pratyaya. Correct.
So
Dhatu?
it's labh dhatu.
Good.
And it is 1-3.
Good. So
Lambhaniyaha.
therefore, what will it mean?
Lambhaniyaha. That those which are to be gained.
Good. Those to be gained. Correct. Those
Those
things to be
gained.
gained. Okay. What else? Next, go on. What will you say now?
So kamaha lambhaniya, those. So what to be gained? If we the question is the
Correct. What is to be gained?
what is to be gained? So kamaha
Correct. What's
lambhaniya.
Pratipadika?
Kama.
Kama. Correct. Desire. Okay. So
Yeah.
desire are to be gained.
Desire.
Okay. Now, what will you do with the other two words?
So other two word this karmana. It is karma. Karmana.
What's the Pratipadika? Have you done Nakaranta so far?
No, I haven't done.
Karman Pratipadika.
Karman.
The word karma comes from karman, neuter. Karma, karmani, karmani. Karma, karmani, karmani.
Karmana.
Then karmana.
3-1.
3-1. Okay.
By karma.
Okay. And
And Manushaihi. This is Manusha Akaranta Pullinga.
Correct.
So this is 3-3. Manushaihi.
And what is it denoting? What does it stand for? What
Uh,
karaka?
Manushaihi. Object, the kamaha.
Okay.
Because Manushaihi, it's like 3-3 means it is in, this is karmani,
Huh?
by the Manushya.
Uh-huh. So what is Manushya now? What karaka?
Manushya is the karana.
Look, you have to be cautious, okay? Now,
Oh,
third
karta.
case.
Sorry, karta.
Good.
Manushya is the karta.
Good. Why? Correct.
Because
Why?
it is in karmani, so the karta
What is
goes
in karmani?
the third case.
What is in karmani?
The karta goes in third case and the object is in the prathama. But here the object
Lambhaniyaha is karmani. Therefore, its karta
karta.
of labha, that labha kriya karta will be in third case. So this is kartari tritiya.
Kartari tritiya.
And this is what? Karmana is what? Tritiya for what reason?
Kartari
Think again.
tritiya.
This is kartari, correct. Karmana is what now?
It is an instrument.
Correct. So what kind of tritiya? What karaka is that?
It is karana karaka.
Karana karaka. Is that making sense? Now translate the whole sentence.
Manushaihi
Mhm.
karmana kamaha lambhaniyaha.
Good. Translated. Correct.
It's correct, Swamiji.
No, translate it now. Correct. You said it correctly.
Kamaha lambhaniyaha.
You said correctly.
Manushaihi
Manushyahi karmana.
kamaha
No, manushyahi karmana kamaha
kamaha
lambhaniyaha. Now translate it.
Okay. By the men,
By human beings.
by human beings, through karma,
Correct. By
the-
means of karma, through
by
karma.
means through karma,
Mhm.
the desires are kamaha, the desires are to be gained.
Correct. Now, kama can mean desire. Kama can also mean that which is desired.
Okay.
Okay. This is how you learn Kridanta. Kamyate iti kamaha means an object of desire. Karmani. Kamyate. See, when I say kamyate iti kamaha, are you able to follow me?
Yes.
Kamyate is what form? Anybody? Kamyate is what form?
The one who desires.
No. Get it straightened out. Kamyate. What form is this?
Karmani.
Karmani. Therefore, kamyate stands for what? What is it denoting?
Karma.
The object
The
of
object.
kama. Correct. The object of kama. Kamyate iti kamaha. Therefore, an object of desire will become what? Kamaha. All right. Object of desire becomes kamaha. Similarly, kamyate anena iti kamaha. Anena means by,
By.
with that instrument. Kamyate anena iti kamaha. We'll meet what kind of a meaning I'm bringing in now. A karana meaning. That by which something is desired. What is that? A wish in your mind. That's called kamyate anena iti kamaha. And kamyate iti kamaha will mean what? The object which is desired. This is what you should catch. This is how Bhashya will be. Kamyate iti kamaha. What do you understand? It means the object of kama is kama. Are you with me? So if you don't understand, please ask, okay? Don't hesitate, because if you hesitate, then you will be the loser. These things should be well understood. So now, when you translate by human beings, manushyahi, you can say desires means desired objects, desired things are to be gained by an effort. Okay? Clear? All right. Simple one next. Who is taking it up? Saha eva varaha varaniyaha. Come on. All of you are good enough. I'll help you if you have trouble. If you don't volunteer, I'll have to find somebody. Yes, Malti.
Yeah, Varaniyaha is the
Starting point. Varaniyaha. What's the case and number?
Varaniyaha is 1-1.
Good. What would it mean? What's the dhatu?
The Vra dhatu, that which has to be chosen.
Correct. That which has to be chosen. What dhatu did you say?
Vra.
Vr. Vrunj varane. Okay? It's not vara. Vrunj varane. Okay. So varaniyaha is that which chosen. Now what will you say further? What else in first case?
So what is to be chosen? Saha Varaha.
Okay. Saha varaha.
And Eva is indeclinable.
Correct. So what will you translate as now?
So that Vara has
What is
to
vara? What does vara mean in English? English, how do you translate it?
Varaha is the boon.
Correct.
Oh.
That boon, that wish
Only has to be chosen.
alone has to be chosen. Good. Very good. Okay. Who will take the next one? Somebody who has not done so far. We'll give a chance to somebody who wants to do it first time. Saha modate modaniyam labdhva. Come on. There's so many of you who are capable. Somebody should raise your hand. So difficult? Okay, Manjula, try. Please unmute yourself first.
I just noted that.
Okay. Where will you start?
Modate.
Modate. Good. Modate. What will it mean? What dhatu?
Mud.
Mud dhatu. What prayoga? Kartari or karmani?
Modate. Saha modate.
No. What prayoga? Kartari prayoga or karmani prayoga? Lakara, I have to say. We have to see whether it's kartari or karmani.
Modate, modate, modante.
Correct. Kartari or karmani?
Karmani.
How?
Kartari. Passive. Okay. I mean.
Take it easy.
Atmanepadi.
Relax.
Kartari
Relax.
Atmanepadi.
Atmanepadi. Correct. Correct. Kartari. So modate will mean what?
Will be happy.
Will be? No.
Is.
Rejoices.
Rejoices. Yeah. Rejoices.
Okay? To rejoice.
Yeah, to
Rejoices.
rejoice.
Modate. Kaha modate?
Saha modate.
Saha modate. Okay. Katham modate?
Modaniyam labdhva.
Good. So now what does modaniyam mean?
What makes the pleasure, the cause of the pleasure, the object of the pleasure? Modaniyam.
Correct. That
What makes-
which will make you
makes-
happy.
Oh,
Modaniya is an object which will make you happy. Modaniyam
2-1.
to 1. Object of what?
Object, I didn't get the question.
No, if modaniyam is 2-1, it's an object, it's karma.
Yes, yes.
So what's it an object of?
It is an object of pleasure, happiness.
No. Grammatically. What's, see, suppose I say, Ramaha phalam khadati.
Huh.
Then khadati is the verb, object is phalam.
Huh.
Object of khadati is phalam. Here, object is modaniyam, you said, correct.
Yes.
What is it an object of? What's the dhatu for it? It's an object.
Mud dhatu.
No, no. I'm not asking about the dhatu in Modaniya. Please understand.
Aniya.
No, I'm asking you.
Ah.
See, 2-1 means what? As I said, suppose I say,
Annu.
Huh?
Aniya.
see, whenever you have something in 2-1, it must be an object.
Yes.
And that means there must be a dhatu for which it's an object. Which dhatu object is Modaniyam? It's not difficult. You just take it cool and answer. You can answer it. It's not difficult. There are only 4 words here. It's not difficult at all. Okay. Okay.
The
Does Modate require an object?
No.
It doesn't. Okay. Does Labdhva require an object?
No.
Why? No.
Oh, yeah.
Labdhva means
Okay.
what?
Yeah, we can obtain anything. This
Labdhva means
is
what?
sakarmaka. Sakarmaka.
Labdhva means what?
Obtain.
Careful. Labha is to gain. Labdhva means what?
To gain.
No.
Having gained. Having gained.
Having gained.
Having.
Having gained. Now,
Having.
does it require an object or not?
Yes. Yes.
So, how come you're saying it doesn't require an object?
No. No. Having gained. Yes.
So, what is having gained what?
Having gained that object of happiness.
Therefore, Labdhva goes with Modaniyam goes with Labdhva.
Modaniyam
Modaniyam
labdhva.
Labdhva
Saha
Modate.
Modaniyam labdhva saha modate.
So, how will you translate the whole sentence?
Having obtained what he wishes or likes makes him happy.
Don't make it wishes or likes. That which will make him happy. That which
Having
will
obtained
cause
that
him to
which
rejoice.
makes him happy,
Yeah.
he becomes happy or he is happy. He is
Correct.
happy.
He rejoices. He
He
rejoices gaining
What?
what is rejoiceable. Having gained what is rejoiceable.
Choice.
Is this clear?
Yes.
All of you okay? I'm going slowly, okay? I'm not rushing so that you follow. Because I realize, too much of homework doesn't do good, but some more classwork may help you more. Okay. So who is now that I'm seeing all the faces, who is going to volunteer next, or do I have to find somebody now? Somebody volunteer, okay? Otherwise, I will catch someone. Okay. Naiva vacha na manasa praptum shakyah atma. Yes, Deepti. Where will you start?
Yes. Shakyah.
Shakyah. Good. Shakyah means what?
Verb.
It's a verb equivalent. Okay.
Capable.
I mean, all I mean when I say verb equivalent, it's not a tinganta. That's all I mean. Okay. Okay. Shakyah is what?
Capable of.
Possible. Better. Possible. Do we have a na?
Na shakyah.
Na shakyah. So what will you say now?
Na shakyah. Praptum na shakyah.
Praptum na shakyah. Correct. So what does it mean?
Not possible to gain.
Not possible to
Attain.
gain. What is not possible to gain?
Atma na praptum shakyah.
Good. Atma na praptum shakyah. Atma is in what case?
Atman is the Pratipadika as 1-1.
1-1. So why is it in 1-1?
One.
Why not 2-1?
No, Atman is the form.
Correct. No. Atma 1-1 is correct. Okay. I'm only asking you now, why is it 1-1? What is it relating to? And why should it be 1-1? Is the question understood?
Yeah, I understand. You are asking whether it's karta or karma, right?
Okay. So what is Atma?
Atma praptum na shakya. That is the. It should be karta.
Atma is a karta? Karta of what? Look, First you understand. Shakyah. Shakyah, what is going with Shakyah?
न
Praptum
शक्यः प्राप्तुं
Shakyah.
न शक्यः
Praptum na Shakyah. Prap is what dhatu?
to gain.
Pra up. Pra upasarga, up dhatu to
Up.
gain. Will it take an object or not?
Yes.
Okay. And that object is what?
Atma.
Atma. Okay. So Shakyah. Atma Shakyah praptum. Shakyah is what is there, is your in ya pratyaya. Right? Therefore, Shakyah praptum. Shakyah kim? Atma Shakyah praptum. Therefore, Atma is be. See, otherwise you have to make it Atma is karta, you'll be in trouble. Okay? Atma has to be karma. It is the object of Shakya.
Like that. But Atma, the word is not like 2-1 if it has to be object, right?
Atmanam it will be. But
Yeah.
see, what I'm saying to you is this. Atma is the object. Shakya is what? Karmani or kartari or bhave.
It is karmani.
Therefore, what should
Shakya.
what should the object go in?
It- Objects should go in second case. Oh, and sorry, object should go in first case. Correct.
Sure, make up your mind.
Yes, yes.
Object will go in first case. And what is the object
Yeah.
going now in first case? What is that?
Okay.
Atma. So
Okay.
Atma Shakyah praptum. All right, let's go back to the sentence. What will you do next? Atma praptum na shakyah. Now,
Kena prakarena na
kena prakarena. Okay, and what is it?
na vacha na manasa.
Na vacha, na eva
Na
manasa.
Na
Or na eva. You take eva with either way. Doesn't matter. Okay. So what does it mean? What is manasa? What case and number?
3-1, both vacha and manasa.
Good. What's the pratipadikas?
Manas
Correct. What gender?
and vak.
Manas is what gender?
Sakaranta pullinga.
Gender?
Neuter.
Good. Manas manasi manamsi. Manas manasi manamsi. Manasa manobhyam manobhi. Good. Vacha. What's the pratipadikam?
Vak.
Watch. Vak. Watch becomes vak. Watch is what gender? Feminine. Just so you know. These things we only learn on the way, okay? It's easier to learn this way. So, naiva vacha na manasa praptum shakyah atma. Translate the whole sentence now.
Atma cannot be gained.
Okay, where is
True.
gained?
Shakyah.
Shakyah is possible. It is not possible.
Praptum shakyah. Not
To
possible to gain.
Yeah.
Atma is
Atma.
not possible to gain
Mhm,
through
mhm,
mind
mhm.
and through word.
Or through words. Instead of and, or through words.
Okay.
Good. Good. Is this clear? Is the usage clear to all of you? This is how we have to understand. So we take sentences and we try to understand them threadbare. All right. Now it's what? 6:40. Okay. So let us look at a new topic a little now. So let us look at tin pratyaya today. We will look at a pratyaya called tin. Content is ti. Ti. And we add it only to get feminine pratipadikas to a dhatu. All right. Now, the interesting thing about this particular pratyaya, which we have not seen so far, is it can be added bhave or akartarichakarake sangyayam. Okay. Bhave means what? It will give an abstract noun. Okay. Now, karakas are what? Karta, karma, karana, Sampradana, Apadana, Adhikarana. This is 2 a.m. question, okay? If I come and knock at your door at 2 a.m., you will be able to answer this. Okay. Now, Akartari Karake means remove karta from this list. What remains? Karma, Karana, Sampradana, Apadana, Adhikarana. In any of these 5 meanings, the pratyaya then can be added. In any of these 5 meanings. And bhava. Bhave as well as akartaricha karake. Now there's one more word. See what I'm giving you sutra, okay? Panini Sutra. So sangyayam is one extra word there. What you understand is this. That unlike, say, when we did, so far we have done tavya, etc. I said you can add it to any dhatu. Correct? This thin you can add, but the word must exist. You can't make your own words in any sense. You can't say, I'll make 5 words with each dhatu, with 5 karakas. Not allowed. When a word exists, you can understand it with these. It should exist in these meanings, one of the meanings, one or more. But not every meaning is applicable to every dhatu. In fact, it is not so usually. But some dhatus will have multiple meanings. Is it making sense? So you add this pratyaya, and you can get multiple meanings with one word. All right. And what meanings can you add it in? Except karta, kartari. You can add it in all other karaka senses. And you can also add it in the sense of bhava. Bhava is usually wide open, which means every dhatu will take bhave, almost. Okay? But the other senses may or may not be available to you. All right? And sangyayam, as I said, is a little difficult to understand. For now, you understand it as the word must exist in the language in that particular meaning. Only then you're okay. You cannot make a word by yourself just because you have pratyaya in your hand. Don't try that. It won't work here. Tavya, aniya, it would have worked. Here it won't work because sangyayam is sitting there. Okay? All right. Now, so I just mentioned what I told you. I put this down here. Okay? Akartaricha karake means it may have the meaning of any karaka except karta. But the words must exist in language. Commonly used dhatus take thin in the sense of bhava. Now, bhava is also indicated by another pratyaya called lut. Okay? Lut, the content is ana. So, again, it can be added in sense of bhava. Okay? But it can also be added to some dhatus in sense of karana or adhikarana. Only two karakas. Lut can be added in sense of karana, adhikarana. What is karana? An instrument. Adhikarana, the locus. Is this clear so far? Any questions? This should be clear so far. Now we'll get to example. That's why I'm asking you first. So you know what it means. Now we move further. So you'll understand the words now. What we are trying to do right now is expand your vocabulary in a big way. Each pratyaya gives you so many more words. How to exactly get those words is a secondary step for me. First, you're able to recognize, at least by looking at the form, you're able to recognize this, what this is likely to be. Guess. And thin is what kind of pratyaya? It's going to be in Strilinga. Lut pratyaya in bhava will always give you a neuter word. No choice. Lut in bhava will always be a word in neuter gender. Okay? And lut as karana adhikarana can be more than one gender. Are you with me? I hope the karana, adhikarana, all these words are very clear to you. Otherwise, this class will go bouncing. Okay, should be very clear. Karana means instrument. Adhikarana means the locus. Okay. Therefore, what we will find, yes, Priyanka.
I didn't understand. You said the word will be neuter.
Yeah.
And then you said it will be in all genders.
Okay, let me explain. If the meaning is in the sense of bhava, say for example, patha dhatu you take. Patha plus lut will give you pathanam. Okay. Vada will give vadanam. Smara, smaranam. Now, pathanam means what? Reading. Vadanam is speaking. Bhavanam, being. Karanam, doing. In this sense, it will always be neuter. No choice. Bhavyartha. Okay. But suppose the word has a meaning in the sense of karana or adhikarana. Then it can be any gender. Not that all genders are available, but can be.
And then it will decline in that
In
gender.
that gender. Correct. Say, for example, very popular word is what? Karana. What does karana mean to you?
Doing,
Doing. What else can it mean to you, as you know so far?
cause, but that's Karan.
You're not far away.
The instrument.
Instrument. Correct. Now, in the meaning of instrument, the same word karana is used, but there it has a meaning of karane. And there, and you know, the way it is, the karana, the word, the gender is neuter only again. It need not be another gender. Are you with me? It need not be another gender, but could be. For example, the vessel into which you milk. You know, you go to the buffalo or cow and you milk the milk. The bucket or the vessel you milk. That dhatu is duha, to milk. Dhatu is duha, to milk. Now, the container into which you milk would be what karaka? Which karaka am I using now?
Saptam.
Adhikaranam.
Adhikarana. Duhyate asmin. It is milked into this. Iti dohana. Duh becomes dohana. But there it becomes dohani. Dohana is also there. Dohani is also there. Dohanam patram. Goes with what you have to see. Dohani will be feminine. Go dohani means that into which the cow is milked. That vessel into which the cow's milk is milked. Go dohani. Go dohanam is also okay. That is karanartha. But milking dohanam is only neuter. Is this clear? Fine.
Kindly repeat.
I'm saying as the abstract noun meaning milking, dohanam will only be in neuter noun, neuter gender. No choice. But when it's in the sense of karana or adhikarana, it may be in another gender also, or it may be in two other genders also. And the example is dohanam, milking is only neuter. Dohana as a karana is neuter, and dohani in feminine. Is this clear?
Yes, Swamiji.
Good. So now we will look at some examples, okay? Drish dhatu. We'll look at the dhatu first. Drish. What does drish mean? Drishir prekshane, to see. This is how you should learn the dhatus, okay? Slowly, bit by bit, you should get them. To see. What is the word now? Darshanam drishtihi. Now, this is typical way a commentator will present it. What does it mean? Darshanam. What gender is darshanam? Neuter. Darshanam is neuter. Therefore, what is it likely to mean? Lut pratyaya. What will it mean? Bhava. Okay? Darshanam drishtihi means what now? Drishti means bhave. Seeing. So two words are given. See, in your text, there's the word drishti. What will Bhashyakara do, commentator do? He will say darshanam drishtihi. Means what do you understand? It means he's telling you the meaning of drishti is in bhava artha. He won't tell you it's in bhava artha and all that. You should understand. Darshanam drishtihi or drishti darshanam. Either way, it doesn't matter. You understand it. Is this clear? Drishti. Ti is the content, but ti becomes ti. Drishti. Srishti. Okay? Pishti. You know what is pishti? Peshanam. Atta is called, that grinding is called peshanam. Pishti is what? Grinding or that which is ground. Could be. Karmani. Yes, Santosh.
Swamiji, drishti means that which sees.
No, I didn't say that. Darshanam drishtihi. Seeing. Abstract non-meaning. Bhave.
Okay.
Why did you think it is that which sees? Why did you think so?
Meaning, just the meaning, as per the meaning which I've heard, like drishti, that the eyes. Drishti means.
Look, if drishti has the meaning of eyes, then it'll be what? Drishyate anena iti drishtihi. It's possible. I'm not ruling it out. But here I'm giving an example what? Darshanam drishtihi. I'm giving you how commentators will explain it. I'm doing two things, okay? I'm giving you some grammar and also telling you how you can see it in the commentaries. Yes, Deepti.
Swamiji, in this drishti, when you had explained 10 satya, so out of the 5, which is this usage?
Is it bhave or akartiracha karake? Bhave is extra, okay? I'm using bhave right now. Not any karaka. Bhave, abstract noun meaning. That is common. Almost every dhatu will have bhave artha of thin. Both lut and thin will be there in bhave for every dhatu. But akartiracha karake, which karaka it comes in, only Bhagavan knows, okay? Panini knows. Only not Bhagavan, Panini
So
Bhagavan
that
also
is-
knows. Yeah.
This akartari karke is not a common usage.
It can be there, but it must exist in the language.
Okay, chali.
Okay. Bhave also should, but I'm saying typically, bhave you will find for every dhatu. Typically. See, when I make this statement, understand they're all generalizations. There can be exceptions. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
In fact, bhave, I think, give me a second. Yeah, bhave will be there for everything because bhave comes from a different sutra. We should be okay. Bhave should be okay. Bhave will be there for all dhatus. Akartiracha karake sanjayam is not definite. Is that clear? Okay. All right, let's go back to our document. Okay. Now, drishyate anena iti drishtihi. See, Santosh, your question is coming next. Drishyate anena iti drishtihi. That by which something is seen. It could mean eyes. It could mean a point of view. Now, how exactly you interpret these? There's a lot of skill involved. But that's this is Karna Karakana. Okay? And I am doing what I'm doing, two things. I am showing you what will be with lut, with bhave, and what will be with thin. Okay? Lut bhave will always be neuter. Thin bhave will always be feminine. Same meaning. And there is one more, which we have not seen so far, which is another pratyaya in masculine called ghain. And it will give you same meaning in masculine, but that's a little more complicated, so I'm not brought it in right now. Okay? So essentially what it means is this. You have a pratyaya which gives you a neuter word, a pratyaya which gives you a feminine word, a pratyaya which gives you a masculine word. These three are three independent pratyayas. Now you cannot add three pratyaya and make any of the others feminine. They are going to be in this gender only. Thin will give you feminine only. Lut will give you neuter only in bhave, I'm saying. And ghanj will give you masculine only. No possibility of other things. This is how the arrangement is. Okay. Don't worry if you get what so many pratyas we are hearing, Swamiji. I don't remember all these. Don't worry, you will remember them in time. Get the concept straightened out first. Okay. Now, Srij Dhatu. Sorry, not Srij. I took Stu. Shtunj. To praise. Shtunj to praise. Stu. What are the meaning? What are the possibilities now? Stavanam stutihi. What is the meaning?
Bhave.
Bhave. And what meaning is that? What's the meaning in English?
Prostrate.
No, praising.
Praise.
Praise, to praise, not prostrate, not namanam. Stavanam. Stavanam, stutihi. Both have the same meaning. One is, stavanam is what what pratyaya? What pratyaya?
Ana.
Lut.
Lut.
Lut. And stuti is what pratyaya?
Tin.
Thin. Good. Very nice. Lut and thin. Now, I'm giving another one now. Stuyate anena iti stutihi. Stuyate anena iti stutihi. What do you understand? What do you understand? Stuyate anena. By this, something is praised. By means of this, anena is a giveaway. That is why you should know your sarvanamas well. Anena is what? Tritiya. Karana. Therefore, it is Karana. It's called Karana Vyutpatti. Vyutpatti means derivation. Vyutpatti. The word means derivation. So, Karana Vyutpatti means what? Derived as an instrument. The word is an instrument of what? Of praising. Stuyate anena iti stutihi. So what will that be now? What would that mean? Huh?
Feminine.
Correct. Feminine, correct. Can you give me the now an example of stuti? Yes, Deepti. You have a question or you want to answer my question?
The answer.
Good. Yeah. Any
Like a
stotram.
stotra.
Any stotra will be what? A stuti.
A stuti.
Correct. And the meaning is what? Karane. It is an instrument by which somebody is being praised. Now you have heard the word Suktihi. Durga Sukti. Right? Medha Suktam. Right? Suppose you have Sukta. Let's not get there. Sukta, Suktihi is also there, but Suktam will be Kta Pratyaya. Sukti will have to be Tin Pratyaya. All right? But different dhatu, Vach dhatu. All right. Now let us look at the next one. Kru. Kru. First I'm giving you bhave. Karanam kritihi. So what does karanam mean now? What does karanam mean? One of you can answer.
Doing.
Doing. Correct. Bhave artha. Kritihi means what?
Thin.
Kritihi means what?
Doing in Strilinga.
Correct. But meaning is same. Linga is
Meaning
different,
is
but meaning is
same.
exactly same. Doing. Okay. That's what I want you to see. Now, I'm giving a karmani vyutpatti. Karmani vyutpatti means what? Now, what is going to be derived is a meaning as the object. Kriyate iti kritihi. Are you able to follow this? Kriyate iti kritihi. Kriyate is what usage?
Karmani.
It is karmani. Ya is there. Kriyate. How will you translate kriyate? It is done. What is done? Whatever is done. Whatever is done is called kriti. Okay. Therefore, if a pot is made, that will be kriti. Therefore, this meaning is called a karma vyutpatti. Is this clear? It means the object is told by kriti now. Let us look at the next word. Yaj dhatu. Yaj dhatu to mean to worship. And some changes happen. And therefore, it becomes not yati, not yakti, but ishti. Ishti. Ishti means what now? Yajanam ishtihi. What does yajanam mean? Yajna comes from the same root. What does yajanam mean? Worshipping. Right? Yes, Deepti? Okay. Karane. Ijyate anena iti ishtihi. Again, here you see ya becomes e. Ijyate anena. Means what? By this worshipping is done. What is it called? Ishtihi. What does ishtihi mean now? Can you give me an example for ishti? Yes, Anu.
Any puja,
Any puja, correct. Any yajna will be called ishti. Okay.
Putra Kameshti.
Putra Kameshti. That's why it's called Putra Kama Ishti. Kameshti. Correct. Correct. All right. Therefore, ishti means this. Now you keep this in view and remember that yaja becomes ishta. Okay. So if you remember, we talk of ishta karma and purta karma. Ishta karma and purta karma. We talk about these. What is ishta karma there? Not what you like, okay? Ishta karma is an action by which you relate with Ishvara, worshipful activity. Ishta, kta pratyaya. Ish plus ta becomes yaj plus ta, not ish. Yaj plus ta becomes ishta. Ish, ichhayam plus ta becomes ichhita. You would be cautious, okay? Ishta also can come from ish, ichhayam. Means what is like ishta, anishta. That is correct. But yaja also becomes ishta with kta pratyaya. And within it becomes ishti. Okay? So, you know what? Should I tell you something more? This is all extras, okay? There are certain dhatus where ya will become e. Va will become u. Okay? This process of change is called samprasaranam. If you don't remember it, don't worry, okay? This is just extra being thrown into the hat. Samprasaranam. So this will help you. Vach becomes ukta. Va becomes u. Yaj becomes ishta. Vad becomes udita. Kta pratyaya. Like this, there are few dhatus will take this change when certain pratyas follow. Not always. Therefore, yaj is yajanam only in lut. But when thin gets added, it becomes ishti. So clear? All right. Now, next. Srij. Srij. Srij becomes what? Srijanam. No, this is wrong. I have made a mistake here. It should be Sarjanam Srishtihi. Not Srijanam. Sarjanam or Srishtihi. Now you go and look for Sarjanam. You may not even find the word sometimes. Srishti is much more common. You will not hear the word Sarjanam. Whereas Darshanam and Drishti, both you'll hear. So you should keep in mind that sometimes one form is not popular. Srishti is more popular. Now, Karmani also is possible. Srijyate iti srishtihi. See, this is why this Karmani Prayoga is so important. Srijyate. What does it tell you? What is it denoting? Srijyate. Denoting the karma. Are you with me? Srijyate means it's denoting a karma. Therefore, what does it mean? What is created is called Srishti. That's a very common word in which we use in our Shastra, right? Srishti. What does it mean? Not creation, not creating, but means what? What is created is called Srishti. Ishparasya Srishtihi idam. Okay. So I'm giving you examples where there is another possibility. There may be more too. I'm just giving you what came to my mind offhand. Okay. Shru. Shru dhatu is what? Shravane, to hear, to listen. Shravanam Shrutihi. So what do you understand now? What is the meaning of Shravanam and Shrutihi in this context? One of you.
Hearing.
Hearing, listening. Correct. Now, the second possibility I'm giving you, Karane. Shruyate anena iti Shrutihi. What will that mean? Shruyate anena iti Shrutihi. Yes, Priyanka?
That which is heard is Shruti.
No. Shruyate anena. Anena means what?
Bringing
Third case.
by
By which
By which. That by which hearing occurs is called what?
Shruti.
Shruti. Means what? Your ears will become Shruti. Now, Priyanka. Shruyate iti Shrutihi.
That which is heard.
What would that be?
Vedas.
Correct. Therefore, Karmani is also correct. You see now how the meanings come? When you hear the word Shruti, you should be able to think possibilities. Shruyate iti Shrutihi. Shruyate anena iti va Shrutihi. And Shruyate Shravanam. Shruyate is also Bhave. You understand? I could say Shruyate iti Shrutihi. That can also mean Bhave. Because Bhave and Karmani, the form is same. If I don't give you a karma, it becomes Bhava. Are you with me? Form is same. Shruyate, whether it's Karmani Prayoga or Bhave Prayoga, form will be Shruyate. Kriyate. Stuyate. But typically, we will reserve those for Sakarma to show Karma Vyutpatti. And for Bhava, we will use Lyut. Therefore, I'm saying every time what? Karanam Kritihi. Sarjanam Srishtihi. Right? Shravanam Shrutihi. Shruyate could be Shrutihi Bhave, but normally not said. Shruyate Shrutihi will be Karmani. Shruyate Anena will be Karane. Suppose I said Shruyate Asmin. I don't think such a word exists, okay? That would be Adhikarana. An acoustic room will become Shrutihi then. Okay? Possibilities. What we are learning is possibilities of meanings. Okay, next. So here you can add Karmani also. Good addition there. Similarly, the following words. Now you can see Vrish Dhatu. Vrishu Sechana Himsa Sanka Kleshaneshu. Lot of meanings are there, okay? So each meaning can give a different meaning for the word, by the way. Because Dhatu has so many meanings. Dhatu na manekartha. But now the meanings are what I'm giving you bhave here. Varshanam vrishtihi. What does it mean?
Raining.
Sorry?
Raining.
Raining. Correct. If you know one of these words, vrishti, if you know, then you can tell what's the meaning of the other one. That's the benefit. You know one, you know the other. Vrishti. What is ati vrishti? Ati vrishti.
Excess rain.
Excess rain. Correct. Right? So you can now extend ati atitya, transcending boundaries. Okay. Budh avagamane, to know. That's the meaning. Budh avagamane. What are the meanings in bhave? Bodhanam means what? Knowing. Buddhi means what? Bhave. Knowing. No change. Bodhanam or buddhi. Now, karane also buddhi is possible. Karane also buddhi is possible. What will be the sentence? How will you describe it? Yes, Santosh.
Buddhate
Hey,
anena
Amyanshu, you
iti
should not answer when somebody is raising a hand. You should also raise your hand, okay? That will be helpful.
Okay.
Buddhyate anena iti buddhihi.
Wonderful. Buddhyate anena iti buddhihi. Means what? What will that mean now?
Through which knowing is
Correct. And what will be the meaning?
happens.
What will be the meaning?
It's in karana.
Correct. And that is your thinking capacity.
Yeah, brain.
Your thinking capacity will be buddhi. Suppose it also has the meaning of that in which thinking takes place. Then it will be what? Buddhyate asmin iti buddhihi. Possibilities exist, okay? So if you're looking at a faculty, it'll be karana. If you're looking at a physical, brain or something, it may be adhikarana. But whether that meaning exists in the language, we have to check. Caution. Okay. Siddh. Siddh samradhau, to accomplish. What are the meanings now? Siddhi. What is siddhi now?
Accomplishment.
Accomplishing, accomplishment. But I have not seen a word sedhanam so far in my life, okay? It should be there, but I haven't seen it. Which means what? If you said to somebody sedhanam, they won't understand what you're talking about. But siddhi, they will understand. Therefore, better to stick to words which are well known. All right. Shuddh. And whoever wants to answer, please raise your hand. That way, everybody gets a chance. Shuddh. Shauche. Cleanliness. What does shodhanam mean now? Shodhanam, Amyanshu.
Cleaning.
Cleaning. Shuddhi.
Hmm.
Cleaning. All right. Suppose it has karanartha. Suppose it has karanartha. What would the sentence be? How will you explain the meaning?
By cleaning. By cleaning.
Shuddhyate anena. Shuddhyate anena. It would be, if it's such a meaning exists. So what would a tea filter be called? We have to look at it. Suppose the word doesn't exist in the language, okay? I mean, tea filter. Then you have to make one sometimes. Okay? So as I said, the rule is, Panini's rules were all meant to say which words are right, which means they are grammatically sadhu. But then those rules are not followed all the time. So now if you ask Samskrita Bharati how to make a new word, they'll make one like this. That is why we love Kridanta, because you can make so many words. See, how do you translate computer? What is computer? Compute. Gananam. Therefore, what will they make? Ganaka yantraha. Whoever wants to speak, please put your hand up. If everybody speaks together, we'll have trouble, okay? So, Gananam is counting. Ganaka yantra will become an equipment that counts. Counter. It's not really a counter, okay? It's a computer. That's the way language gets extended easily. Then, bhaja. Bhaja. What will the form be? Shailaja. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Bhakti.
And lut. Ana.
Bhajate.
Bhajanam.
Bhajanam.
Bhajanam. Okay. Bhajyate iti bhajanam or bhakti. All right. Now, can you make a karana vyutpatti? I'm just giving an exercise to do it, okay? You'll have to say Yes, Amyanshu. If it is possible, okay? I'm not saying it's possible. It's not very likely. Just giving you a possibility. So you learn how to exercise these sentences. All right. Now, shak. Shak is possibility, potential. So what will be the word in tin? Shaktihi. Have you heard the word shakanam? I have not again. Therefore, don't assume every time you will have a word in mal pratyayas. But if you ask me what will you get with lut, I will say it will be shakanam. And it will be appropriate. It won't be asadhu. But such a word is not seen in the language usually. So what is normally known are called rudhi. Another word for you, rudhi. Rudhi means you use a particular word as a practice for a particular object. You know, we don't need a grammatical rule to derive the meaning. Rudhi means I can give a word any meaning. All of our names will be typically rudhi. Hey, Bubu. Bubu, what does it mean? It means nothing. But somebody called her daughter Bubu. That's called rudhi. It has no real meaning. But when Bubu is called, that girl will respond. Bubu, she'll respond immediately. You know, or what you teach children sometimes. You know, you want to eat, mum. What does mum mean? It means nothing, but it means something to the child. That's enough, rudhi. They will have their own vocabulary. You know, children will have their own vocabulary for water, for everything. And those vocabulary adults will use with them. That's all called rudhi. No vyutpatti. Vyutpatti means grammatically you derive the word. Okay. All right. Yuj. Yuj becomes yojanam. Connecting. Yuktihi. Both possibilities. And karane also it's there. What does it mean then? Yuktihi. That by which something is accomplished, connected. A trick, an upaya is called yuktihi. Okay. Vach dhatu. Vachanam. Speaking. Vacha vaktayam. Vyaktayam vachi. Vyaktayam means when the speech, for human speech is said vyaktayam vachi. Kuj is avyaktayam vachi. A bird's calling is not clear words, but there is a calling. That is called avyaktayam vachi. Kujanam. Similar other words are there. In tin it becomes uktihi. Similarly, in kta pratyaya, uktaha. In litlakara, uvacha. All these are samprasaranam. U is becoming, va is becoming u. Okay. Vada dhatu. Vada dhatu, vadanam. Speaking. Uditihi. Va becomes u again. Uditihi. Now, vadanam karane. What will be the sentence for that? Somebody other than Santosh. Harsha, yeah.
Uchyate anena iti.
Yeah, but vad dhatu?
Vadat.
Udyate. Udyate anena. Okay, interesting. Udyate anena iti udita. Okay. Sorry. Now the point. No, vadanam. Udyate anena iti vadanam. Now what does vadanam mean?
Mouth.
The mouth. Why? That with which you speak is the mouth. Now you extend mouth a little further. Chandra vadanaha. Not that your face is like, your mouth is like a moon. What is vadana now? The whole face is called vadanam. Why? Because it is the instrument through which you speak. Your nose is also on the face, by the way. And that's an important part of speech. Otherwise, all the fifth of the class, you know, nya, ma, nga, na will all go away if there is no nose. Therefore, face is that with which you speak, in a way. That's how you get the word vadanam. So you see how beautiful it is? By knowing the way the word is created, you can see its meaning. It will speak to you. Okay. Trip, to please, prinane. What will it become? Tarpanam, triptihi. So what do you do in Shraddham? Tarpanam. What does it mean? Bhavyartha. What will it be? Harsha, you're saying something. Say it.
Pleasing for
No, bhavyartha. Pleasing.
pleasing.
Pleasing. The activity is called tarpanam. Now, tripyate anena. Instrument. What will it be? That activity of doing tarpanam by which you please, that will get a word of, that doing that karma will get a word of tarpanam. Karanarthe. Doing is bhavartha. Karanartha will be the ritual by which you do tarpanam. Is called, it can also come, lut also comes karane, by the way. So tarpana can come that way also. All right. Triptihi. Now, triptihi definitely comes in bhave. I don't know if triptihi comes in karanartha. I'm doubting it. Lut comes in karanartha for sure in this case, but may not come in. Tin may not come in karanartha. Okay. So we will say it's in karana vyutpatti, adhikarana vyutpatti, karma vyutpatti. You get this word now. Vyutpatti means derivation, the etymological derivation of a word. Now, there's a dhatu called anchu, okay? Not very easy one, but V plus anchu will give you vyaktihi, manifestation. Preenj will become preetihi. Sanj will become saktihi, attachment. Asang, asaktihi. Very, binding attachment, asaktihi. Ranj, to color, rage. What we get? Ranjanam. Raktihi. Similarly, you get what? Viraktihi. Okay? Means what? Rakti is what? Your mind is colored. The coloration is called Rakti. Virakti is what? The color is removed. Viraga. Kru. Karanam. Kritihi. You add upasarga. Akritihi. Vikritihi. Sukritihi. Prakritihi. Samskritihi. You can keep on doing, okay? Upasargas, you can add more also. Susamskritihi. Dushkritihi. You can keep adding. Kriti is a basic word. Upasarga will change meanings. Gam. Gamanam. Gatihi. Movement. Gatihi can also mean karana, I think. I'm not very sure. No, I don't want to say it. Should check. Man dhatu. Mananam. Matihi. Now, matihi means what? In this context, thinking. But matihi also means something else, right? It means what? The mind. And what will Vitpatti be? That will be karane. Karanarthe matihi will also be there. That by which you think. Okay. Bhu, bhavanam. Similarly, you get bhutihi, vibhutihi, etc. Words you will get. Smru, smaranam. Smritihi, vismritihi, forgetting. Nidhatu, nayanam, nitihi. Dyudhatu, dyotanam, dyutihi. Ramdhatu, to enjoy, to rejoice. Ramanam, ratihi. Vridh, to grow. Yes, Mianshu?
Swamiji, this niti is meaning here Nayanam meaning and Niti meaning, these are different.
Is carrying, reaching.
Niti principle, suppose Rajniti. like
Ah, now that, if you bring that in, that cannot be a bhavya artha, right? So it will have to be something like karna, probably. You have to look up. Niyate anena. See, niyate also means led. Ni is to reach. Nij prapane. Dhatu artha is nij prapane, to reach. But that when you are taking people and making them reach somewhere, you become a leader. Therefore, you're called a neta. Ni dhatu only. Neta, leader. How became lead? The one who is reaching so many people to something is called a leader. Therefore, neta. Now, the niyate anena, your whole thinking is carried by this. Therefore, nitihi, possible. You have to go and look. But very likely it is that. Okay. This is how you have to see what all possibilities exist. Then, vridh dhatu, to grow. Vardhanam vriddhi, growth. Stha, sthanam sthitihi. Now I have given another word, adhikarane. Sthiyate asmin iti sthitihi. Sthiyate asmin. Sthiyate is what? Stha becomes sthiyate in karmani prayoga. Sthiyate. Staying is done in this. That is sthiti. Like what? Swapna sthiti. Jagrat sthiti. It's a place. It's a location. A state. There it is adhikaranartha. Okay. Similarly, you get what? Nash. Nashtihi. See, don't make nashanam. I don't know that word exists. Nashanam is destroying something else. Yes, Geeta?
Swamiji, we say avastha, no? Avastha traya sakshi.
That's
Tha.
okay. That is tha dhatu only. Now another word is sthitihi. What's the problem? Is there a problem?
Similarly, for gamanam, we have avagamanam, knowing, no?
Oh, that's okay. Ma, what's the connection between avastha and avagamanam? Don't bring same upasarga doesn't mean same meaning, okay?
No, but does the meaning change, Swamiji?
With upasarga, it can.
Ah,
Upasarga can do a lot of damage. You want to go look it up? You'll see ahara, hridhatu. Ahara means what? What is taken in? What is vihara?
oh, right, yeah.
What is samhara?
Destruction,
What is prahara?
attacking.
So I'm saying that's the very example given. How upasarga takes the meaning all over the place. You cannot say what upasarga will do. Okay? So don't
Thank
try
you,
to
Swamiji.
keep the same meaning with upasarga. It will create trouble for you.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yeah. Then, dhvams, dhvas, dhvamsanam, dhvastihi. See, in some of these where you have this this nasal in between, han will become hatihi. Gam becomes gatihi, that ma goes. Jan, jatihi. Okay. Aap, to gain. Apanam, aptihi, praptihi. Much, mochanam, muktihi. Deep. What does deep mean? To light up. Deepanam, deeptihi. Bhi. You will normally not see this word. Bhayanam. I have not seen much. But bhitihi you will see. Fear. Right? So bhitihi is fearing. Could have another meaning also. Karanartha is possibility. In dhatu becomes ayanam, uttarayanam, dakshinayanam, movement. I don't know if there's a word etihi. That's why question mark, okay? But I haven't heard that word. But pra plus and you get pratitihi, definite. Santatihi, santatihi. And probably in lut you'll get santana. Tanam, not tanam, tanam. Okay. So lot of examples gone slowly. So hopefully thin and lut have entered your head to some extent. Okay. So yes, Santosh.
Swamiji, we saw the karma, karan and adhikaran of this
We
thing.
didn't see apadana or sampradana. Hardly ever seen. That's a fact.
Okay. This is one thing. And second thing, what does it mean when it was said it can be added to an existing word in the language? Means it is getting added to a dhatu.
Where did I say that?
You said it can be added to an existing word in the
No.
language.
Where? If I said that, I'm wrong.
What?
Okay. It
Tin,
can be
tin.
added.
In that.
It can be
tin.
added to a dhatu.
Yeah.
Can be added to a dhatu. Okay. Give me a second. Where did I say? What are you saying now?
Yeah, but the words must exist in the
Yeah,
language.
words must exist. After you add the pratyaya, you add only to dhatu. Krit pratyayas are always added to a dhatu. Okay.
Yeah.
But the words, kridanta words. Okay. The kridanta words must exist in the language. Is that clear now?
Yeah.
You can't add it to any word. You have to add it to dhatu only.
Yes. Understood.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? Yes, Deepti.
Samati, this is regarding Sampracharana. So it is only in two ways, ya into e
There's
and
more to
va
it.
to u.
There is more to
only-
it. There's a little more to it. Igyanaha samprasaranam. So when we talk of Panini, we will cover this. Okay. Yan becomes ik. That's what we have to say. Yavarala becomes iu. Iu ril. Okay. So ik is iu ril. Yan is yavarala. That is Paninian way of describing those groups of letters. We will get into them.
Thank you. Sir.
Yes. Yeah. Priyanka.
Swamiji, in the Excel sheet of pratyas,
Yes.
hence lut, can we add bhave? It's always bhave, right?
1 second. Bhave is always there, but it can be karana adhikarana also. Look, lut. Look at lut, right? I'm giving you lut 2s here. 13th entry is lut, ana, all dhatus in sense of bhava. Gender is only neuter. Okay. Then lut, second, 14th entry is ana, possible for all dhatus, but may not be. Okay. And here, karana, adhikarana. What is in the language only.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So that's why I gave the examples. Karana, Jnana, Asana, Dohana, Yojana, Lekhana, Krintana. Right? So Lekhana is that with which you write. In Strilinga, I will get Lekhani. Krintana is a scissor with which you cut. Nakhan Krintanam. Neuter. Lavana is that which you cut again. Dohana, that which you milk. Jnana, that by which you know. Not just what you know, that by which you know. Means of knowing. Asana, that way in which you sit, or that on which you sit. Karana, adhikarana, both meanings are there for asana. Okay? Is that clear, Priyanka?
Yes, Swamiji. Thanks.
Any other question? Those of you who don't participate, be braver, okay? I mean, learn more so that you become comfortable. Yes, Vijay. West Shardama. You have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Sthiti, you said.
Yeah.
Can it mean sthita in masculine names?
No. Sthiti, that tin pratyaya is sthiti only.
That is feminine.
Sthita is kta pratyaya.
Acha, acha.
Are you with me? Kta pratyaya will give you sthita.
Okay.
That is which gender now? Any gender. It can become sthitaha, sthitam, or sthita. Kta pratyaya. See, remember this. Kta pratyaya is added in the sense of, added in the sense of karma or bhava. Right? So if you're here, now it's added to all dhatus and it becomes pathita. Similarly, sthita. All right? But it can go in all genders. It can become sthita or sthitam. All possibilities exist. But we are looking right now not at that, but we are looking at this pratyaya called tin, which is at the end. And that is only in the sense of, feminine. And optionally, you can add an E to it and make it long ending also. That's a possibility. That clear? Anything else? Yes, Deepti.
Swamiji, just wanted to know this tin pratyaya, does it come under the category of Stri pratyaya?
No. See, Stri pratyaya is a pratyaya which is added to a masculine pratipadikam to just make it feminine. Whereas this pratyaya is not added like that. It is independently creating a word in feminine gender. Is this clear? I can add a pratyaya to create a word in feminine independently. I'm not going through a masculine word. When I say deep plus thin is deepti, I am not adding anything extra to make it feminine. It's already feminine. But you know what? It has to go through the floor, the shop floor. If some stri pratyaya has to be added to it, it will be added. But in thin, nothing needs to be added. It's already a feminine word. Pratipadikam. There's no problem. Whereas when you take sthita and you want to make it feminine, you have to add a. That is a stri pratyaya. Or when you take kartru and you want to make feminine, I have to add e, make it kartri. That's a stri pratyaya. So stri pratyayas predominantly are a and e. Predominantly. Okay? So you have categorization within them. What kind of an art? Tap, dap, chap. Then nish, neep, neen. Those are Panini's words, okay? All those are variety within that. But the fact is what? A and E. Sometimes U will also come. I don't know. I don't think it's in Stri Pratyaya. I'm not sure offhand. Okay. But Stri Pratyayas are those which are added to a Pratipadikam which is not in feminine gender to make it feminine. Whereas Stri, this Tin Pratyaya is not like that. Tin Pratyaya, then there is some other Pratyaya called Quip. Sometimes we add, So like a word like Sampat, Vipat. Where is Sampat today? He didn't show up, I think. Anyway, so Sampat is a word which is three pratyayas. It makes a feminine word. Sampada, Vipada, etc. Vipadam, Sampadam, you'll get words like that. So those are not three pratyayas. They are pratyayas which make a pratipadikam directly come in Strilinga. Clear?
Thank you.
Yes, Santosh.
So Swamiji, we can say like meaning being the same, Lyut takes the neuter and Tin takes the Stri. The
In
meaning
Bhave.
is same. In
Bhave.
Bhave.
Correct. Absolutely. And I told you, you will hear later one more pratyaya called Ghain, which will come in masculine.
Yes. Thank you.
Lot of words are like that. Like Raga is Ranj. Say I told you Rati, Ranjanam. You add Ghan, you'll get Raga. Same meaning. But masculine. Cannot be feminine. Cannot add in pratyaya to make it feminine either. like this, there are a lot of words. Okay. So most of you did. I mean, I saw last week only few people turned in their exercise. It means those who did it in the first week. Others are happy not doing it generally. Not everybody. Okay. I mean, there's some difficulty. So you take your time. It's okay. If you can, you do it. I know it's not easy, but it's just to show you how you go about analyzing a verse. All right. And next week, I'm still thinking I may cancel the class next week. So be alert. If a Zoom mail comes cancelled, then class won't be there. Okay, just for next week. All right. So if I'm doing so, I'll think if I can send you some small exercise. So you have something to do. I'll think about it. All right. Otherwise, go back and look at what we have done. We have covered a lot of ground. That spreadsheet, which I did in one day, I'm covering slowly, but it's a lot of work. Okay. So it's good for you to take a look at them and become familiar with the words. It will help you a lot. And in the exercises, I saw some people have tried to split words which are compounds. We cannot split. You have to understand what's a word boundary. It should be ending in sup or thing. One pratyaya must be there. Otherwise, it's not a word, not padam. Therefore, we should not, split words all over. It's not to be done. If I hyphenate it, I hyphenate to show it's a compound word, which means two words have coalesced to form one word. All right. Any other questions? Was today better than earlier? I took a very leisurely pace with a lot of examples. So hopefully it stays longer and you have less to worry about, Coverage is smaller today. So we still have to do Shatra Pratyaya, we have to do Trich Pratyaya. So we'll see. We will do them little by little. But what is important is you don't forget the form, how they will decline. All those, the slides and Lang Lakara we looked last time, you should look at it up so you know how the forms come. Lot and Vidhiling we have to look at. So we will look at them. I'm just trying to see how to prioritize it so we get some mileage, better mileage. Okay. All right. Thank you all.